Hey guys, Kakati's Gameplayer here, and here we are with another episode, finally, of a Nuzlocke adventure, our Nuzlocke adventure of Heart Gold. And here we are, after this route, after this grinding montage, and we meet Lyra and her grandpa and grandma, of course. This is post-commentary. I actually recorded this a week ago, so I don't really remember much that's happened, so bear with me. But I do remember I caught an extra Pokemon, and his name is Bobster, because he's slimy. I think that's slime or mud, I'm not too sure, but I think it's mud, actually. But, I mean, it's kind of slimy, right? Gross, you know, yucky, slimy stuff, kind of like Bob, the slime. I don't know, so I named him Bobster, why not? So, I plan to use Bobster, but, I have 6 people on my team, and I don't really feel comfortable this early on in the game with 6 people, because 6 people is a big hassle to keep the levels all at the same range. So I decided that I might as well leave Bobster at the daycare. And I also don't need a psychic type. As for Togepi or Gibby, she has already a psychic move, and I prefer a normal type with the psychic move, because then there's less like type advantages to worry about, in my opinion. I don't know. That's the way I feel. All right, we have a couple topics to talk about today. One of them, which is appreciation, appreciation of life. A lot of people nowadays are very depressed. Not nowadays, actually. There's just teenagers in general. We're all very depressed. I'm one to not be very depressed, because I learned to appreciate life. Because of Fluffy. If you don't know who Fluffy is, he's a dog of mine that passed away last year. If you want to know more about that, go on my channel, check out Global Craft Finale, and watch to the end, and you will know more about it. So, what happened was he passed away because of kidney failures. We had to put him down. So, and he made me realize that life isn't just, like, you can't just be down on yourself all the time. You can't be stuck in motion, you know? You have to live life in order to appreciate it. If you're constantly putting yourself down, you can't live life like that. You're not living. And then you have to take into account that there's many things in life that give you challenges. And those challenges are meant to make you stronger and more mature and more experienced. You're supposed to overcome those challenges yourself in your own way, so you become stronger in your own unique way. But sometimes people don't know how to deal with it. They think it's too much, or there's too much stress, and then they try to escape reality, and they don't understand that to become, and this actually has a lot to do with a lot of things recently happening, not with my life, but with my friends. So I'm actually helping them out a lot. And one of them is probably watching this video right now, like, hey, that's me. I don't know if they're gonna be like that. But yeah, we have to overcome these challenges, because life is not an easy road. We all know that. It's a hard road that every obstacle along the road prepares us for the obstacle after that. We have to become, as a person and an individual, we have to become stronger within ourselves in order for us to become able to take on the next challenge. That's how we move on in life. For me, Fluffy was a huge challenge I had to overcome. I didn't overcome it for a month, but I mean, we always have those challenges that just, it seems impossible, and it seems like we can't move on without. But we have to, because life moves on, and it's not gonna wait for you, you know. That's one of my mottos I like to bring within people. Just move on, move forward, and never look back. Well, not actually. You can look back. I mean, not never look back. Don't look backwards. You know, just no. That's not my motto. It's my fucking motto. Why am I forgetting? All right, move forwards and not backwards. There we go. You can look backwards. You can look backwards, but don't go backwards. You know what I mean? Just because you can think of the past, you can think of the memories, you can think of all the happy times you had with, like, let's say Fluffy or a loved one that you had, and then suddenly something happened. But don't go back, because then you're putting yourself in danger of moving forward. You have to, in the darkest depths, that's where you find the light. The light represents yourself, and you have to find yourself within that darkness. And I sound so cheesy, right? No, I'm a pretty cheesy person because I have a lot of people that rant to me, and I have to deal with that ranting. No, I'm kidding. I don't care if you guys rant to me. I like helping people. Actually, I was just writing an essay about appreciating life and how I help other people. I might as well read it out to you because I have nothing else to talk about. I have a couple things to talk about, but we have plenty of time. There's another 20 or so minutes in this episode, and we're still fighting people, and then we don't have much to talk about yet in this episode. So the question of alright, so first of all, it's a scholarship essay. The scholarship essay is for scholarship, and I need money for college, so yeah. So the question was, submit an essay anywhere from 300 to 500 words describing how you have brought happiness. You cannot buy happiness, or joy into another person's life. Please be detailed and include some of your personal background along with hopes for the future. Alright, so I'm gonna start reading the essay. So, I want to shine a light onto everyone's life. Why? Because I care for them, and I want them to see the same happiness the way I do in life, the way I do. I'm gonna be horrible at reading. Oh God. I help others in many forms like community service, but one way in particular which stands out the most is YouTube. I started making gaming videos on YouTube because I was lonely when I played. Eventually, it wasn't that I didn't feel lonely anymore, it was more about entertaining the people I cared for. I noticed that I was helping people, so I continued to make more videos solely for the entertainment of others and gained 1,000 subscribers without any revenue from YouTube. I got to know many of my viewers and became close friends regardless of the distance between us. I have many friends from all over the world, and in each person I see a unique form of happiness. Some come to me with conflicts in which I would help, encourage, and support in times of need. One friend, Henry, otherwise known as Shockery, was inspired by the messages in my videos. I express myself in my videos to say that it's better to express yourself than to bottle up all your emotions. Ever since we became friends, I supported him and helped encourage him in times of need. Another friend, Luke, otherwise known as Poison Panda, was depressed and wanted to end his life. I made a video dedicated to him and that changed his mind. The video had his friends tell Luke how they feel about him and are willing to support him. I talked to him personally afterwards, and his exact words were, "Thank you so much." I helped him out of depression and gave him a happiness that he appreciates. Hold on, let me just check something. Oh, okay. I thought I was doing something important in the video. I guess not. Okay, I'm just in the PC center. Okay, anyway. Life gives us challenges for us to overcome. It is how we overcome them that makes us mature and strong. It is in our dark moments that we discover the light. It is our decision to accept or deny that light. I lost a great friend last year. My dog Fluffy was put down on January 30th, 2014. He was suffering from kidney failures, so we decided to put him to sleep. It was a dark time for my family, but we came out learning from our past and accepting life the way Fluffy wanted. Not accepting, appreciating life the way Fluffy wanted. I overcame it and realized that I can't appreciate life standing alone in one spot in time. I need to move forward. The first step was hard, but when I made it through, I saw a reason to live. We all live for happiness. Seeing my new perspective, I wanted to share it with everyone as much as possible. It makes me happier than anything else to help another see the same happiness. I cannot be happy alone, but I can be happy with others. I want to be a dentist who can... Alright, this part's kind of like my future part. I want to be a dentist who can bring a smile to everyone that shines brighter than words can describe. Most people care about the money, but I will make sure that each patient that leaves my office will leave with a smile. That is, after all, the job of a dentist. After college, I will continue my path towards dentistry and study in dental school. Becoming a dentist will be my new way to making everyone around me happy. That's the end of it. I had a lot of friends help me with that, with grammar and stuff like that. Thankfully, they did help me because it's a horrible essay otherwise. But yeah, I appreciate all those people that did help me. One of them that actually helped me a lot was Neoskis. I can never pronounce his name right. All right, so here we are in the major Pokemart or whatever it's called, mall maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I started buying a bunch of balls because I don't have much balls. You know, I don't have guts. No, that's not what I mean. Like I ran out of Pokeballs, so I need more balls. Yeah. Okay. Whew. That was a large topic. Okay. Yeah, guys, just every challenge you come across, just remember there's something that's more rewarding on the other side of that obstacle. There's something that's waiting for you. There's a light at the end of it. It's not there's no such thing as the end of the road. There will always be a continuation. Even when you die, I believe there's some place you go after you die. It's not that we just die and that's it. I believe there's somewhere we go. I don't believe in religion. Like I don't necessarily think it's a heaven. Maybe it's another life we live, even though I wouldn't like that. But that's something that seems more plausible to me. So, whew. Oh man, that's a lot to talk about. One topic. Okay. All right, let's talk about dislikes on YouTube. Okay. All right, so dislikes on YouTube. A lot of people ask, why are there dislikes on YouTube? And people actually hate dislikes on YouTube. But I am one to say that I feel they are necessary. Because without dislikes, there wouldn't be any sort of like how to say consequences. Because YouTube and actually the internet in general is a very, very free place. Like there is no real regulations or laws on it. Very, very few, you know, that none of us really know about because it's like so out of our minds that if we do it, it's like bizarre to even think about it. So, but like, it's just we're in a generation where everything on the internet is starting to become extremely over the top, you know. I can't give any examples right now, but you guys know what I mean, you know. So, that's why dislikes, just anything like down rating, I think they are needed for because then it stops it's not the unpopular decision. Like sometimes dislikes are bad. They're used in the wrong favor. You know, sometimes there are people that just hate and they just dislike anything on that channel or any video in general or any video in that topic in general. Like maybe they say, let's say they don't like the fact about religion, so they dislike all the videos about religion, or they don't like the fact of aliens because that denies all religious purpose. So they just dislike all videos of regarding that. But there are good uses to dislikes. Let's think about websites without dislikes, and think about like Twitter and Facebook. Those things, you notice there's. Alright, there was this example I saw. There was this really good example. Okay, so on the Reddit, there was this Reddit for something about fat people, right? It's the most disgusting Reddit you will ever find. I can't believe I witnessed such a Reddit. Alright, I don't understand why they allowed it. The entire purpose of the Reddit is to make fun of the people that are fat. I don't know who these people are, but they need to get a life. If all they can do is go on a Reddit and type behind a fucking screen why these people are fat and need to get skinny. I mean, people have problems, you know. You can't tell them how to live life. I mean, regardless of how the normal person should be, everyone has their own perspective on life. So, the comments they have there are extremely insulting. Like, it would probably make people want to, like, go into depression and then maybe even suicide after. Like, and then there are comments that are going against this, like, why are you people like this? And that gets like 1,000 downvotes. Like, what the shit? I can't comprehend. But like, that's an example of dislikes being used in the wrong favor. But I'm saying, let's say, what's it called? All right. I've recollected my thoughts, and so basically, dislikes is to make it so that there's consequences. So like, we can't just post anything we want, you know. But like some Reddits or some like websites like that Reddit should be taken down because that is inhumane in every single way possible. Oh, this is a tough topic. I had to think a lot about this in between audio takes. So let's see. Yeah, dislikes also represent the feedback, you know. YouTube is about feedback. When you post a video, most people hate on you if you try to give the person feedback, because like they're like, who are you to think that this guy is not as good as you and you should put feedback on? I'm horrible. This acting thing. Okay, you get what I mean though. There are those people that try to give feedback, and then there's people that just bash out and attack it, and then they get a bunch of likes. I'm like, what? Dude, you just give me feedback, you know? Like, I take all the feedback I can, and it's usually the feedback is never really feedback. Like, people now expect, my thoughts are all over the place today. Usually people expect comments saying, wow, that was a magnificent video. Wow, that was great. Wow, you're a funny guy. Wow, such a nice person. Wow, great editing skills. You know, none of that will help the person improve. You know, and then a dislike can also show that they didn't like this video. This is a video that maybe you should have thought more about and put more thought into and improve the next time, you know? That's what I feel like a dislike should be. But now media is just so consumed, and we have all these wrong ideas, and now we don't use the right things for good things anymore. Like, I understand why a lot of people have their comment section just blocked. Like, you can't comment. And I understand why a lot of people don't have likes or dislikes, because it just does not represent that video. You know, if you want to give good feedback, you don't even get the feedback, you know? Even if you say, comment below if what you think about this video, people are just gonna say, wow, it's good, or wow, this fucking video sucked. You know, they're not gonna actually tell you how to improve. And normally, I would have to go to my friends to ask them how to improve it. I mean, it's just the whole system of YouTube at this point. It's like a culture of YouTube at this point. But yeah, you know, this also goes into the theme I talked about last episode about how our personalities, what's a real personality, what's a fake personality, your personality online or your personality in real life. Because there are consequences in real life too that restrain our personalities from being let out all the way. But is that our true personality? Because then that's how we work under real life expectations, you know? That is in real life. So is that how we are in real life? But then again, if you express everything over the internet, because there are no consequences, literally nothing almost, then is that your real personality? Because you're just expressing everything into a screen. Is that what you consider? Because if you think about it, there's actually many books, many themes about bestiality within humans, like evil within ourselves. And if we don't have limitations and regulations and laws limiting us, then we would probably become inhumane race and just evil. We are very cruel at the moment now, but just imagine if there were no laws, how much chaos there would be. It would be insane, you know. Just sometimes the laws are needed, sometimes they aren't in certain different aspects. It's just how it really all depends, you know. Because online we become almost evil, you know. Sometimes people don't even realize what they're saying is hurtful, and they just say it because there's no consequences. Is that their real personality? Who knows? Like, this is really a debatable thing, you know. I was actually listening to a podcast for one time in my life. I was like, what the hell is a podcast? You know what? I'll search it up. I have this app now and then I'm just like, all right, I'll just, you know, check any podcast. And one of them was about this guy who had a Twitter page that was pretty popular. It was a Twitter page about the train station in New York and how like sluggish and not sluggish, like disgusting people are on the train station. They'll like leave their legs wide open on the train station, or they're gonna eat in the train station. A bunch of things, you know. But that got to a point where he excessively did it, and he started taking photos of homeless people, started taking photos of just fat people, ugly people, and started posting that on the Twitter, and it became a very inhumane Twitter. And then there was, of course, people that tried to stop it, saying this is not right, this is inhumane, this is immoral. But he kept continuing because the fame kept building up, and he just didn't even realize how his personality became extremely evil, and like it became out of hand. And he took pictures like of people in public and posted that, saying the most insulting things about them. How would you feel if that happened to you? You wouldn't like that. No way would you in hell like that. I'm sure I wouldn't like that. So he did this, and then one day at work, he noticed, because he didn't care anymore, you know, like his personality from online started to get to him in real life. So he started cursing out his boss, taking out his flaws and pointing it out at him. And then he got fired, obviously, but it just shows you how much he's changed, you know. We have a freedom online, but it doesn't mean we have to go over the limit and take advantage of that freedom and just do whatever we want. We all have our own rights. We all have our own minds. We all are people and human. We have mistakes. We've done mistakes, but sometimes you just don't go overboard. You know, don't attack every single person. This actually happened with another person, Didosh, I think his name was, in the Reddit community. He did some bad things. I have to say, they were really cruel. But we kept attacking him, you know? I wasn't attacking him at all because he's already had enough. You know, there are people already constantly attacking him. There's no need for us to continue it. Just, no, we don't need. Okay, so this is actually my third take, my third audio take. There's not much left to this episode. There's 5 minutes left. But I hope you all enjoyed, like, we had a different pace this time. We didn't really talk about funny things. I don't know, you all love funny stories. We talked about more of life aspects and just life expectations, just life in general. It's a different pace, you know, but wow, I am tired today. I am running out of topics to talk about, so if you do have topics that you want me to talk about and share my opinion on, then please go ahead and post it in the comments below. That is some feedback I would very much appreciate, you know, because I always have to think of this by myself, you know. Either it's stories or something that's happening at the time and moment. It's something that I have problems with coming up with ideas, you know. It's weird. All us YouTubers actually need feedback. You know, we need your help. So I'd appreciate some feedback for topics. You know, I've said you know a lot today. Wow. I don't really talk much about the episode today. All right, so something really weird happened in this episode. You'll eventually find out. It's gonna happen in a few seconds or a few minutes. So, oh yeah. You know, I was playing this and I thought it was really funny that there was this like mountain guy. You know, this mountain guy taking pictures for people. This mountain guy, it's so out of place. You know, why is he of all people taking pictures for people? Just that old guy. He seemed like he fit the job. But who put the mountain guy there with his type of clothes? You know. Yeah, my commentating's not that great today. Sorry. I mean, I can't really think of much to talk about within two minutes because there's only 2 minutes left. I could talk to you. You know, actually, a couple weeks ago, I was very scared because when trying to go to sleep, because I searched a bunch of creepy stuff and a creepy horror type of things, and I got very scared. You know, like creepypastas and all that stuff. And wow, a lot of very creepy things. I'm not very specific. If I went into detail, we might even just not finish this episode. Oh, and hey, look! The gym leader, Whitney, is not here! Well, what do you know? Right? Oh, yeah. Guys, please tell me. After this house I go into the store up above, and they give me like a watering can, and that watering can can make me fight Sudowoodo. So, I was wondering if I could catch Sudowoodo, because I would love to have a Sudowoodo on my team. You know what? To the person that says, that answers my question correctly, they will be named that Sudowoodo. So oh, I hit my mic. You better answer me now. Alright. Sounds good. Good. So, my game is very slow right now. I don't know if you noticed, but for some reason, when I play this game, like, everything is in slow motion. You know? And then I enter this place. And then it's like, you know what this place is like? This place is like Grand Central at New York. If you don't know what it is, you can look it up. But something really weird when I enter this building up above. You'll see. But like, something glitchy with this Sume, right? Look at this. What the fuck? Where am I? What the fuck? You know, just what is that? And I go back down, and my screen is black. I got freaked out, you know. Why am I saying you know? Oh my god, no. So, I did actually fix it. You know how I fixed it? I saved the game here. I clicked save. I did not click save with the F1 or something like that. You could save it a different way. So I did the regular save here. I think it's because there's so much information that hasn't been saved in the game, and the video stopped. Awkward. I guess it's because there's so much information saved in the game that it needs to save it. Not saved in the game, that it needs to save it before it can continue on. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll talk about funny stuff next time, hopefully. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.